Hi, friends. Thanks for joining us. Do us a huge favor. Smash the subscribe button down below. It's the big red square, or maybe it says follow. I don't know. Just give it a smash for us. It helps us grow the channel, helps get the word out. Benny, where can they find us on social media?
Yeah, you can find us at Ray Benny Sports. We're on Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. Check us out also on Reddit and Discord. And also don't forget to subscribe to us on your favorite podcast provider.
Special thanks and special shout out to our sponsor, Fahrenheit Airbrushing. Stand on the ice. Man, I can't talk today. Stand out on the ice, pavement, field, or the stands with a custom airbrushed helmet, goalie mask, or any type of project. A local Manitoba business with affordable solutions. Check out Fahrenheit Airbrushing on Facebook or call them at 204-891-7431.
And don't forget to tell them that Ray and Benny sent you.
Let's get right into it with some Winnipeg Blue Bomber talk. What's your number one takeaway from last week's loss to the Edmonton Elks? What's your number one takeaway?
Have we gone over that yet? No, I didn't think so. Really, my takeaway is we don't know what Bomber team we're going to get in any given week. You know, we've seen them up and down this year. And then after that Hamilton game, we thought maybe they turned the corner. They went out and throttled a team that was first in the East. You know, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe they found their groove. They're going to get hot. Zach Claus is going to go on a tear. And then there's a dud against the Elks a week after. So, yeah, for me, I don't know what we're getting. Even this week, I don't know what we're going to get or the next week. It's a bit of a roller coaster ride like we've talked about before, and we'll see what happens.
My number one takeaway from this game is this team is not consistent enough on the offensive side of the ball to be considered a Grey Cup contender this year. I'm sorry, a lot of things have to happen right and perfectly for the offense to have a good game, for this team to be considered competitive deep in the playoffs against the other top five teams in the CFL, if they're lucky to be in the playoffs at all.
Well, because it's interesting that you say that, right? Because there's things going on throughout the game. It's the missed tackles. It's on top of that too, right? Yes, offense is the biggest concern for me on this point, but even off the interception that Zach threw this game, like how are we not making that tackle? You know, and how are we not getting that guy down? The fumbled punt that ended up going for a touchdown. It's like, where is it? And then the Rankin touchdown. It's just like a lot of mistakes from a team like this that we haven't seen in years past. And the Hamilton game, everything went right. This game, again, all that stuff crept back into play again.
I don't think Edmonton did much on offense. I think the defense did their job. Yeah, Rankin broke one. Special teams just fall on the ball. Just fall on the ball. But offense again.
Oh yeah, I'm not blaming the
offense
defense
again.
For this. I'm not blaming the defense at all for this because yeah, like you say, besides that run, Rankin did have over 100 yards. Fajardo was at only 130 or 140 or whatever it was. So yeah, the defense did their job. Besides that one run, basically, special teams blip. But yeah, the offense was the cause of this loss.
Every week, the consistency is not there. No. And I'll probably get right into why in a second. What statistic defined the Bomber loss? I'm going to say the fact that they went 3 in a row, 2 and outs to start the second half. This is, again, this team coming out of halftime looking the same. Yeah. Like, I don't know if they're not making adjustments or if they're just steadfast and say, we're going to stick to our game plan, whatever that game plan is. But again, coming out slow. How can you go 3-2 and outs to start the half? How? Like, and this is a team that is 36% of the time going 2 and out. This is the same ratio as Ottawa, 1% better than Edmonton and Toronto. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's the turnover before half, right? Again, by Zach underthrowing a ball to Dembski there, and then coming out in the second half and not being able to carry anything over from the first half. And I don't know if it's the interception or the turnovers before half that caused that. But yeah, I agree with you. Whereas, you know, like, how are you not getting anything done? The third quarter is like a wasteland for the Bombers offense. And this probably ties into
consecutive 2 and outs.
Yeah. And mine maybe carries into that. It's the number 12. That's all the carries that Brady Oliveira had in this game. 6 going into half, 6 after half. I know he had like 7 catches, I think, but not and for only like 30 yards. So there wasn't much there. But he was averaging 9.8 yard average on his runs, on his 12 runs. Zach threw 34 times, 2 turnovers. Why are we not giving this ball more to Brady Oliveira? Edmonton, it's like, hey, let's give it to Rankin. Rankin's going to help us win this game. 18 carries for Rankin, plus whatever he did in the passing game. Like you said, Fajardo didn't have to do much in this game. You know, the Elks got it done on the ground and converted their turnovers into points. So for me, why aren't you using arguably your best player on the team? You know, especially on offense. Zach Larson doesn't have it this year. He may be making the most, but he's not the best player. Brady Oliver needs to be that guy, and they're not trusting him enough.
This is week 19.
Yeah.
Week 19 of the season, and people don't know that yet. What's the number one reason for the Bombers' inconsistent play this year?
Well, you just said it. Offense, QB play calling. I mean, you could lump that all in together, right? The turnovers before half, the turnovers throughout. They're losing the turnover battle completely in every one of these games. Again, 3-0 here on this game. Yeah, and it's just Zach, the deep ball to me. Why are we doing that? I know it's connected here and there, but Zach is severely underthrown a lot of balls. Even the touchdown by Pokey Wilson, which was an amazing catch, that should have been an interception, right? That ball was not getting there, and you had these guys wide open.
He had Dembski wide open. How do you miss that?
Exactly. Yeah, but he does it. Well, even the throw, I think it was Dembski. Like he threw it off his back foot. He doesn't have the arm strength to do that anymore. You know, you have to step into that, and he looks like he had room to step into it. So I don't know why he did what he did there, but yeah, he's forcing throws into balls that they are into places that they don't need to go.
So what's the number one reason you think the Bombers are inconsistent play this year?
Yeah, the offense, the play calling, QB play, man. It's all a combination of all those.
Number one, Jason Hogan. There's no combo plate for me here, brother. Do I need to elaborate on that? Like, there has been zero growth since week 3, pretty much. Like, again, you have this dude, J.S. Jackson, in the building. What is going on there? Screw your pride in September and give that guy the clipboard and the headset. It's been ridiculous how there's been zero growth. You give the keys to a car in professional football to someone who has never driven before.
Okay.
I agree with
you on Hogan, but we've seen Zach Collaros falter over the last couple seasons, even with Buck Pierce there. So there's obviously an issue there as well. And I don't know if it is, hey, Zach doesn't have the arm, so let's stop calling these freaking 30, 40-yard shots downfield and play some more of the short game. So, yeah, I mean, we could put that on Hogan. We don't know if Collaros is, hey, I'm going to get this down there, even though I know I can't. Like, what's going on there? What is going on in Zach's head at the same time with these?
I can't even compare any of the previous offenses to the horribleness of this offense this year.
I don't disagree with you there.
One key difference, your offensive coordinator, who has never done it before.
You know, if you go back to our podcast from last year, we were complaining about Buck Pierce's offense in that. So what's the common denominator in both these? Zach.
But again, this offense performing this year is not even close to the. This is not an offense that you can say they are going to the Grey Cup. You can say that the past 4 years. You cannot say that this year. The fact that your number one player is not getting the ball in their hands, that's not Zach Collaros calling an audible every time. It's just horrible play calling.
They didn't give Brady Oliveira the ball in the Grey Cup either. So maybe that's an extension of that. And we know Hogan's coming from Buck Pierce's offense, right? And that's where he's learned from. Really?
Like, do you think it was a good idea to give a rookie offensive coordinator who's never called plays before? You think that's a good idea?
No, I never thought it was a good idea. And then to me, it shocked me that the Bombers didn't stay in-house to keep that. I know, Hogan was in-house, but keep a more veteran guy back there to keep this more consistent going into this year. That, to me, it's like the Bombers didn't care if they made this Grey Cup or not, almost. You know, I know they care, but it seems like there's so much more they could have done to make sure that they're going to play in this Grey Cup at home.
And even before Collaros, I'd put then management for letting an offensive lineman
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can go back. We can go back through all those mistakes
and I will go
and everything
back. We
again,
got lots
right?
of show to go. Bomber blueprint. What do they have to do? Offense, defense, special teams. Bomber fans, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. What do you think is the number one reason the Bombers are so inconsistent this year? Let's move to the Bomber blueprint. Start with offense. I'm going to go back to my weeks 1 through 8 and go use the heavy set. For the love of God. You even have Brady Oliveira coming out after halftime saying, let's play bully ball. He uses the term bully ball. Why aren't they leaning into it? It's puzzling to me and kind of borderline stupid that the Bombers have not committed to that this year. Like, it's been their personality for the past 4 or 5 years that they've gone to the Grey Cup. This is a thing, a culture before Brady Oliveira got starting. Like, start putting the extra offensive lineman. Start using a fullback that you drafted. Use him to block. He's a big dude. Like, stop trying to pound Oliveira in the middle all the time. Give him options. Play off the tackle. Brady Oliveira still has the most 100 yards rushing games in the CFL, and he's played 14 games. He has the highest rushing yardage per carry with any running back over 150 carries. He's a second most 20 plus yards rushing plays behind Justin Rankin. So it's just play bully ball. Stop doing whatever you're trying to do to prove that you're not who you are.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, it is. Use Brady Oliveira. It's simple as that. He needs more than 12 carries. He needs more than 20 touches. Like, let's get it going. This offense should have been run through him. And I know we got some good receivers, but even like the throw, you had the second interception, you had Mitchell wide open underneath, force it into triple coverage. And it's like, I don't know what Zach is thinking or what he trusts, but protect the ball. Protect the ball. We can't be giving the ball away on these turnovers and giving teams the opportunity. So instead of us scoring a field goal or even a single before half, we're giving Edmonton now the chance to score that single or field goal or touchdown before half, which they end up with a single. So, and like you said before, figure things out in the second half. You cannot go a whole quarter where you're not moving the ball at all. This offense needs to get that going. And I mean, this is a big game, obviously, coming up. You need to win and be in. You can't bank on the Elks losing their next 2 games or one of their next 2 games.
No.
Time to finish your own business and go into the playoffs in a little bit of high.
They have to win both games and you're in for sure.
They need to have an opportunity in the playoffs. They need to.
If they win the next game, what else has to happen? Calgary has to win.
Yeah, all they need to do is win. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, because if Edmonton wins, there's still an opportunity there.
Calgary has to win.
No. I think. Out. Yeah. Yeah,
because they're right. Only they're right, yeah. Shoot. Yeah. Defense, what do they got to do?
It looks like Jake Mayer is starting, right? Because Harris hasn't really practiced. I had a whole list of guys here. I forgot to write it down that aren't practicing or probably are not playing for the Rough Riders at all. So this is their opportunity for the Bombers to take it a little bit to Saskatchewan's backup. You're at home. Again, I was going to say stop the run. I just saw AJ Ouellette's not playing, but I think that's the biggest thing probably anyways. On top of, I can't see Saskatchewan throwing this ball 20, 30 times with Jake Mayer in there. But yeah, cause some turnovers of your own. The offense is possibly going to give this ball away. We need this defense to kind of step up. And again, tackling, like I said, for the most part, it was pretty good. That Rankin TD was terrible. The angles, the execution of that, just got to execute better and get those tackles.
Yeah, Meyer. They got to get to the Meyer. He's okay. He's like a 70% career thrower, but his touchdown to interception ratio is like 1.5. It's not 2-1 where it should be. So don't send just 3 guys. Send 4 at least on this guy. Get in his face, get the arms up, see if he can figure out where his open zones are. And they need to start creating turnovers and take advantage of Meyer being in there. And his he doesn't throw frequent interceptions, but he throws them enough. That's why he's probably not a starter right now.
Well, this is
and I don't think Russian 3 will do that.
No, and another situation where a backup quarterback, Arbuckle kind of thing, don't take it easy. Don't think it's going to be easy that, we're going to generate turnovers. We're going to generate enough pressure to confuse a guy or whatever. This game needs to be taken seriously and not be like, oh, we're playing backups. We're going to win easily. or confuse their offense. You know, a big focus is needed here from the Bombers.
You gotta wake up. Special teams, I got give Vavel a crease and stop Mario Alford. That's
Yeah,
my two big ones. Go ahead. And you know, Vavel will have a chance because Saskatchewan's not very good at hitting field goals. Like, I think
is
they're the
Lothar
best in the
playing?
league. Let's
Is he
hope
back?
so. Wouldn't that be great? Let's hope so. But yeah,
Yeah,
if Vavel gets a crease, he'll do his job. He's the dude this year. He is the dude.
yeah. I mean, without him, who knows where the Bombers would be right now? Probably below the Elks in the standings, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree. Bavel, do your thing, and it's good to see he's back and he's been practicing and all that. Slow down Alfred, and just rewatching that punt, fumble, return, touchdown drove me crazy. Like 10 minutes before we got on the call here together. So.
Oh my gosh, I can watch that play again. That was horrible watching that
Oh,
thing.
it's unreal. And you think about it, there's two touchdowns, right? That
Yeah,
the Bombers gave up to the Elks. So, I mean, the one good thing is, I guess the Bombers only lost by 5, so they
that's
kept the
crazy.
tiebreaker. So,
Crazy. Bomber fans, what do you think the Bombers need to do to get a win? Let's go to predictions scores on the rest of the CFL. We'll start with Winnipeg, Saskatchewan. Winnipeg, Saskatchewan, who do you got?
I'm still taking Saskatchewan 24-17. My faith right now is low in the Bombers, but all of us Saskatchewan love to see the Riders beat the Bombers and maybe dim the Bomber playoff hopes a little bit more.
What did you say the score was going to be?
24-17 Saskatchewan.
You think Saskatchewan all those backups?
Yeah.
And where are they playing?
Yeah, in Winnipeg.
I'm going to go Winnipeg 19, Saskatchewan 11. Bombers defense will hold their own, especially with this not quite skeleton squad, but not as good squad. They better watch that running back. He's good. But they'll keep the score low while the offense figures something out. Hopefully giving it to Oliveira. Edmonton, BC. I got Edmonton 17, BC 32. BC and Rourke keep rolling.
Yeah, I got 29-18 for BC. And yeah, pretty much the same thing. Unfortunately for the Elks, Rourke is just dealing it right now.
Sick, eh?
Yeah.
Montreal, Ottawa. Who you got?
Ooh, God. I got Montreal 36, Ottawa 10. Ottawa is completely checked out. Montreal is still gunning for first.
I got Montreal 29, Ottawa 8. Not even going to hit double digits on this one. I'm sorry, Ottawa. I'm sorry, Coach Dice.
Your boy Dustin Crum is playing.
Yeah, but this Montreal, they're what, 4 in a row now?
Yeah,
Jeez, Montreal's allowed the least amount of points. Ottawa has scored the least amount of points.
Yep.
Toronto, Calgary. I got Toronto 23, Calgary 29. I know Toronto doesn't have much to play for, but I think they'll just show a little fight any which way. Calgary's still fighting, for a spot. So Calgary wins it.
Yeah, and again, the schedule is kind of benefiting the Bombers the way it's laid out here. I got Calgary 32, Toronto 18. Calgary seems to be coming back to life after that big win last week.
Oof, that's not good for the Bombers. What's one word you use to describe each team's playoff chances, how they'll do in the playoffs? I'll go first. Saskatchewan, I got confident.
I just got good for Saskatchewan.
No one wants to go totally all in with Saskatchewan yet.
I still don't know with them. I still don't know.
Yeah? I don't think anyone knows.
I mean, obviously their record is great. They're going to finish with the best record in the league probably, but they've been like, they haven't been killing teams or anything like that. Everything's been close.
I do like their coach Mace not taking the Gatorade. I think that, again, that's a culture thing. It's just something. Unless he just doesn't want to be cold. I don't know. BC, what do you got for BC?
Fantastic, actually. And I'm liking the way they've been playing lately. And again, the only one thing is that type of offense that Rourke has, and I know it's only supposed to be one word, but that could fade when it gets cold outside, so that'll be interesting.
I got BC as trending. They're on a 4-game winning streak as well, I think, right? As Montreal is. Their defense is actually starting to be solid.
Yeah.
Calgary, I have tough.
I got decent.
Yeah, it's about the same. I don't know about them no more. Like their defense looked wicked, and then they just fell apart.
Well, Vernon Adams looked wicked. The receivers were looking wicked. The defense was looking wicked. Yeah, and it just crumbled.
Vernon Adams, jeez, he can't shake that. He can't shake
No.
that. How about Winnipeg?
Hopeful?
I got iffy. I am not as hopeful as you. I don't think. Like
I'm not.
I think they'll win obviously this week, and I just they're iffy. It's like being inconsistent. Edmonton.
Slim.
I have thread like. That's about the same.
About the
Yeah.
same now.
Any team I don't think they want to face them though. They're not joking. They're playing some physical football as well.
Yeah, I mean, if Edmonton didn't blow those close games, like, once Fajardo came in, I mean, even if they started Fajardo from the beginning,
Yeah.
who knows? And it's not like Fajardo has been lights out, but he's been good enough, right? He's not making the mistakes that Ford was doing. Exactly. Yeah.
What do you got for Hamilton?
Fading.
I have limping. What the hell, eh? Like, dang. But that loss of the Bombers, like we said, that could have woke them up. Maybe they're back on like some kind of we need to prove ourselves.
But they lost again last week, though.
I know. Well, still, then they won't be all like confident.
And then Calgary was handing it to them pretty good early in that game too.
With the running game, wasn't it?
Yeah, like jeez. I don't know. I mean, they still lost by 17, but I guess Hamilton made it closer as the game went on.
Or they can't be going in confident. And last but not least, Montreal.
Great. Yeah, I like their chances quite a bit. I had this feeling. I picked Ottawa to make the Grey Cup, but I'm looking probably Montreal, BC right now.
Yeah, I got scary. They are scary going in again with a good quarterback if he stays healthy.
Yeah.
Who did I have for Grey Cup? Hamilton?
BC? No, yeah. No.
Winnipeg, Montreal? Winnipeg, Hamilton?
Yeah, maybe. We'll have to go back and look before the playoffs start.
Yeah, let's revisit that one. Winnipeg Blue Bomber fans, CFL fans, put your opinions down there. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Thanks for joining us last week. Great views on the episode, great listens on the podcast. Let's move on to some Winnipeg Jets talk. Thoughts on the first 3 games for the Jets? What do they look like? Who looks good? What concerns you? Who looks good? What do you like?
I like the impressive start from Mark Scheifele. To start this season, 3 goals, 3 assists already. Yeah. He's definitely playing like that number 1 center. And him and Kyle Connor, I believe, is at 5 points altogether too. So a good start for those guys. Velarde again, a little bit slower on the goal scoring side, with only 3 assists. But I like that first line has come out and kind of picked up where they left off last year. It's making again the Jets a little bit top heavy, but I like the fact that those guys have gotten it going early and hopefully gives the other guys time to kind of get their wheels in motion. It's
a little top heavy, but they are getting some secondary scoring from some unexpected sources. Fourth line looks good. It was good to see Comrie get in early and with a solid performance. Was it the Islanders? It was the Islanders.
Yeah.
Like a 30-something plus save performance, which is a good sign and kind of eases my anxiety about Hellebuyck maybe getting buried in the ground with that Olympic break. So maybe with Comrie there bookending the Olympic break, it might be a bit of relief for Hellebuyck and him not taking on too much. So it was good for me, I think, to see that.
Yeah, Comrie held them in that game early in that game because the Islanders came out firing too.
Yeah, with a small ass crowd in New York. That's crazy. Yeah. Concerns. My concerns, well, obviously it's still early. My concerns, I think even before the 3 games, were injuries and their depth. I don't know how many more injuries they can afford right now early in the season. If you're going to go metrics-wise, man, if the Jets don't have good special teams or a good goalie, their 5-on-5 still isn't the strongest across the board. That's still got to improve. They got to still be able to get some scoring opportunities at 5-on-5, which they're not very strong at. So that would be a concern for me.
Yeah, and to me, that's where the top heavy comes in a bit because so far the guys like Gustav Nyquist, only 1 assist so far. Taves only 1 assist, and I believe for Taves that came on the power play. So that second line point total right now is not there, and they're still kind of piecing it all together because I believe Nyquist played even on the third line in the last game. So yeah, too top heavy right now. Again, relying on Scheifele and Connor. Velarde to get things done. We need those middle six guys because, like you said, that fourth line's actually done their job. But those middle six guys need to kind of get it going a little bit more.
Any other concerns?
No, I mean, otherwise, you came out of it 2-1. That first game looked a little scary, being down 5-1 from to Dallas until they started the comeback, and it kind of gave pause to think, what's going to go on this year? Because, like you say, those injuries are hurting right now, right? So you got to kind of weather the storm here a little bit till Lowry, Perfetti, and who am I missing on Sandberg, come back. So.
Speaking of the fourth line, should Morgan Barron get an opportunity to play higher than 4C?
Yes, I think so. I mean, the guy right now, 2 goals, 2 assists. He's got 4 points that would put him at number 3 or 4 or something on the team. He's got a bit of speed. He's got some nice hands. It showed on his second goal of the season. I feel like if the second line can't get it going, and while Lowry's out, I think you got to give him a bit of an opportunity. He showed even last year he can put some offensive numbers up, in a limited role. I wouldn't mind seeing this guy getting a chance. And I think we talked about it last year, about him getting that opportunity on that second line when things weren't going well for Nemestikov.
Yeah.
Let's see what he can do. Why not? He looks like he's getting better and better every year.
I say if they're winning, don't. I like that line they have with Pearson and I'd forget a name on the fourth line. Yes, thank you.
Cole.
I keep that line together, and if anything, give them more minutes.
Yeah,
let them thrive. I don't think you want to push him too fast. I like him where he is, and I like that role as a fourth liner. And I just say give him more minutes. If 2 can't do their job, if they can't put points on the board, just give that whole line because Paul Maurice has shown and Florida has shown you need 4 lines to go deep and play strong.
Oh, yeah.
So if you can keep that fourth line together and let them keep gelling, I say keep them together unless desperation or injuries call for it, than to bump them up.
Man, if more injuries hit this team, I don't know what they're going to do up there.
Right? Shoosh. Winnipeg Jets fans, put your thoughts in the comments section below. Should Morgan Barron get more of an opportunity to play higher than 4C? And don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Let's get some NFL quick shots in here before we go. Did Tua mess up by calling teammates out?
Yes. Oh, for sure. I mean, that's one of those things where you do it behind closed doors, not in the public like that. And especially when Tua is not even playing that great.
Yeah, he messed up. Keep that shit in the locker room, bro. This team is just woof.
Yeah. Back to where they always are.
Don't get me started with how fast this is falling apart. Speaking of, which coach is on the hottest seat right now? I'm gonna go Mike McDaniel. Sorry, but this team is taking a step back. And I know Aaron Glenn's 0-6, but I don't think his seat is hotter than Mike McDaniel's right now.
No, the only other one I could say is close is Kevin Stefanski, maybe, because of what's going on in Cleveland, but I still got to give it to Mike McDaniel. It's funny, the guy came in with all that hoopla, and the team started playing well under him, and it just quickly went downhill fast.
What a joke franchise the Browns are.
Oh, yes. There is nobody worse.
Sanders should have just went to Baltimore. He would have played already.
He would have played, yes, exactly. Probably with Lamar being out.
You think he couldn't have beaten out Cooper Rush? Are you kidding me? With a team that wanted to draft him earlier? Stupid move, Team Sanders. Telling you no. And Lamar Jackson's going to get hurt every year now.
Yeah. I mean, what better place to learn? And a team that's been pretty consistent for the most part, year after year, right?
Stupid. Which coach will not make it to the end of the season?
I think we mentioned his name a few times. I'm going back to the Mike McDaniel well.
It's a Mike McDaniel show today. Yeah, it's not looking good. This culture is partially due to him. What does he even say when he's at his press conferences? He's just mumbling nonsensically.
Yeah, a lot of it doesn't make sense anymore.
Yeah, if it doesn't make sense, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. So in both cases, you got to move on.
Yeah.
Which is the best one-loss team in the NFL? I'm going to go the Packers, strictly because their defense is just a little bit better in regards to points given up. They played 5 games as well and only given up 102 points. In the NFL and most of football, they'll lead defensively.
I'm going with Tampa Bay. The Bucks are on fire right now. Baker Mayfield is playing great. They got tons of injuries and they're still winning games. So, they're going to get guys back and just improve throughout the season.
Yeah, they'll have to keep scoring because their defense isn't stopping anyway.
But right now, their defense played really well against the Niners there on Sunday. So stepped up from a week ago when they were back and forth with Seattle.
The Niners are hurting, though, bro.
They are hurting, but Mac Jones went out the week before against can't remember who.
Who was it?
And dialed it up. So
against who?
It's leaving my mind right now.
All right, no problem. I don't remember either. NFL fans, Bomber fans, all y'all fans, put your opinions in the comments section below. Benny, do you have anything to say to our friends?
You know what? Just thanks a lot for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and follow, and go Bombers go.
Come on, Bombers. You need to win this week. Like, as hard as we were on the Bombers, it's just so hard to watch them lose the way they did in such an important game. That's a thing. On big games, they're usually good to go. And that was disappointing last week, too, that I didn't mention.
Yeah, they weren't ready, right? Which is unusual for a Mike O'Shea team lately.
But it's very expected from a Jason Hogan offense. From the words of Bobby Orr, you don't win by being good. You win with hard work and sacrifice. With that skill is just potential. It's a long quote. Hey, friends and neighbors, don't forget to check us out online on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter at Ray Benny Sports. And don't forget to check out our YouTube channel. Leave a like, leave a comment, tell us what you think.